Welcome to Bunk Analysis. In this episode of Coast to Coast, two authors Paul Von Ward and Micah Hanks are featured on the program. They wrote a new book called Lost Secrets of the Gods. I would vote to rename this book Lost Money of the Wallet. So apparently Ward believes that the word alien is not an accurate term to refer to our distant visitors because humans are latecomers in a universe inhabited by advanced beings. I find it reasonable to suggest that other advanced life forms live in our universe, and that they may have evolved long before humans. However, the idea of aliens traveling to Earth and creating and assisting human beings is preposterous. It is preposterous because there is no evidence that they benefit from such an endeavor. It takes a lot of energy and effort to travel vast distances in space and transport all of the equipment needed to genetically engineer a new species. You would expect them to stay around so that they could benefit from their creation, like be royalty for life or something. Anyway, Ward claims that there is evidence that humans have genetic links with alien species. The Bible is cited as evidence in the subsequent sentence. Noah had genetically impossible traits and people after the flood lived a lot shorter than their ancestors, indicating aliens were manipulating the genome. That's very well and good. But the Bible is a story and it was not written by people who had knowledge of the scientific method. Generally stories tend to get exaggerated, especially when told many times over campfires in days when writing skill used to be uncommon. To cite the Bible as evidence for alien intervention is like citing Transformers as evidence for Harry Potter. In the other half of the program, the co-author Hanks discussed the evidence for the existence of giants. Yeah man. They had to have built these huge bridges because people 6 feet tall could not know where to start. But they are so elusive disguising their stature that nobody knows where they are. But a Cherokee Indian tribe was lucky enough to find these beings, and left a petroglyph behind in North Carolina to commemorate their discovery. The only concrete evidence outside of stories and folklore is the existence of 7-foot-tall skeletons in Indian burial mounds. Although very tall, this is not out of the range of human height, so the speculation of giants is more likely just very tall people making an impression on very short people. Ancient stories and legends do not count as evidence, and somehow two people are probably making a nice salary and getting media attention for junk science. This illustrates society's addiction to novelty, to the point where people outright make up stuff just to satisfy other people's hunger for new things. In a world where it is becoming increasingly harder to innovate and discover new real things, we are increasingly turning to entertainment and pseudo-science to satisfy our longing for something more.